The rugged mountains and sea that surround the Fujian province have shaped the resilience and innovative spirit of the Hokkiens. More than 1,000 years ago, Fujians built the most advanced seafaring ships, the Fuchuan, which sailed to not only Southeast Asia, but as far as Africa. The world-renowned expeditions of Ming Dynasty's Admiral Zheng He comprised of Fujian crews and fleets of Fuchuan. In the 19th century, Fujian immigrants took Fuchuan and traveled south to Singapore to seek new opportunities, forming the largest group amongst the Chinese. Less than 10 years after Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles founded Singapore in 1819, the Hokkiens built Heng San Teng, the oldest local Chinese temple, to manage the local Hokkiens community's affairs. 12 years later, they erected the Tian Hock King Temple in the bustling city area. It costs 7 times the amount Sir Stamford Raffles paid to the Sultan of Johor for Singapore, a testament to the economic accomplishments of the local Hokkiens. Tian Hock King was Singapore's biggest Chinese temple, and where Singapore Hokkien Kuan was founded. It was then the highest center of power for the local Hokkiens. At the turn of the 20th century, a 2-story building was built next to Tian Hock King to serve as the new clan premises. Prior to Singapore's self-governance, Hokkien Huay constructed a 6-story building, which also housed Chong Hock Girls' School and Ai Tong School, reflecting the importance of education to the Huay. At the turn of the 21st century, the Huay rebuilt a modernized 8-story office building at $38 million, maximizing its geographical advantage in the business district and further strengthening its financial foundation. In 2014, the Singapore Hokkien Huay Cultural Academy was set up. The enhancement of the cultural platform puts the Huay in good stead for sustained growth and development into the century. For 175 years, from its beginnings at Tian Hock King to the Cultural Academy, the Huay bore witness to the steady growth and achievements made by the local Hokkien community in the socio-cultural area. The Hokkiens, the largest dialect group in the local Chinese community, make up nearly half of the local Chinese population. Many have excelled in their respective trades and made a mark for themselves. For more than a century, past Huay leaders have led the clan to make important contributions towards nation building and for the Chinese community. In the early 20th century, Huay leaders advanced and expanded the cause of education and culture in the Chinese community. They started newspapers, founded educational and cultural institutions, impacting many lives. After Singapore's independence in 1965, Huay leaders played active roles in the country's economic development while promoting socio-cultural objectives. Moving forward, Huay council members will hold steadfast in its values and continue to serve fellow Hokkiens, the Chinese community, and the nation. Hokkiens placed great importance on education and founded many schools. They have made significant marks in Singapore's education landscape. Chung Wen Ge, adjacent to Tian Hock King, was Singapore's earliest civic education institution in the 19th century. Cui Ying Shu Yuan was Singapore's first private school. Tao Nan School was the first Chinese medium school established at the beginning of the 20th century. Ai Tong School provided education for children in the city area in the early days. Chong Hock Girls' School was Singapore's first Chinese medium girls' school a century ago. It was renamed Chong Fu School in 1981. After the Second World War, Nanqiao Girls High and Konghua School were established to educate girls and those deprived of education due to war. Nanqiao Girls High was renamed Nanqiao High School in 1984. It officially became two schools, primary and secondary, when it shifted to Sengkang in 2001. In 1955, the Huay donated a large piece of land in support of the founding of Nanyang University, Southeast Asia's highest institution of learning then. Today, half of its schools are more than a century old. Each school excels academically and in CCAs. Nanqiao High was designated by MOE as a Special Assistance Plan school in 2012. The schools share the same motto, sincerity and perseverance, and strive to provide a holistic education with an emphasis on both knowledge and values. The Education Committee works closely with the schools, initiating the bicultural Chinese elective program, developing complementary materials, and supporting both local and overseas immersions. The Huay also collaborates with the MOE to carry out major upgrading and improvement works, ensuring students are provided with excellent infrastructures. The Huay has continuously improved teaching capabilities, providing training awards and setting up training and development funds. The Cultural Academy is a new platform to launch language and cultural courses for all ages. In 2014, the SHHK preschool was established, marking a new beginning. Since its founding, Singapore Hokkien Huay key missions have always been to provide social services, preserve and promote the Chinese language and culture. For social services, the Huay provides welfare support regardless of race and religion. In recent years, the Huay also serves as a platform for its young members to give back to society and help the needy. For promotion of culture, the Huay has always played a more comprehensive role. The Huay organizes traditional festivities through Tian Hokkien and the biennial Singapore Hokkien Festival jointly with local Min Clan associations. The festival promotes Chinese culture and enhances the understanding of Hokkien heritage. The Huay has also published more than 10 publications. These are significant as they contain important archival information. The annual Singapore Hokkien Huay Literary Awards is the only literary competition in Singapore that covers primary, secondary, and tertiary levels. It cultivates an interest in the Chinese language and creative writing amongst youths. The Hokkien Foundation was established in 1977 by the Huay to financially support social, cultural, and charitable causes. In 1991, it started the annual Arts and Cultural Awards to encourage talented youths to pursue Chinese cultural and arts courses. The SHHK Arts and Cultural Troupe is also recognized locally. Since its inception in 1986, more than 2,000 have participated in its programs. It is one of the most successful youth arts groups in Singapore. Its dance troupe also received the National Arts Council Seed Grant in 2013. It is now a professional performing arts group known as the Singapore Hokkien Kuan Dance Theatre. Singapore Hokkien Kuan Cultural Academy, founded in 2012, is its newest platform, drawing on past experiences and achievements to further Kuan's cultural accomplishments. The Kuan, with its resources and organizational robustness, adds much vigor to Singapore's culture and heritage. For over 175 years, the Kuan, as a clan association, has developed into a modern corporation with wholly owned property development subsidiaries and a foundation that is limited by guarantee. It is led by an executive council made up of accomplished professionals and leaders. In 2012, the Kuan organized the 7th World Fujian Convention in Singapore and hosted more than 4,000 local and overseas delegates. It has succeeded in building and strengthening important global ties and networks. In the same year, the Kuan also successfully established the first cultural academy among the local clan associations. This was specially mentioned by Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong at his National Day rally. It charted a new direction for clan associations in the 21st century.
我国的中乡团体向来在文化上和教育上都扮演了重要的角色，政府鼓励他们再接再厉。今年初，中乡总会提出了设立新加坡华族文化中心的新构想，我做了积极的反应，表示政府乐见其成。福建会馆向来也十分热心文教事业，最近他们提出了开办福建会馆文化学院的建议，政府也支持这个构想。我希望这2项计划能够为新加坡开创文化的新天地，使华族文化能够绽放出新的光彩。
Over 175 years, the clan leader of the Hokkien Kuan have built a distinguished tradition of making significant contribution to the Hokkien community as well as to the society at large. In the new era, there will be new challenges and with it, new opportunities. The new Hokkien Kuan Culture Academy will be a new platform for our younger members to showcase their talents and set their sights for the future. I believe if we uphold our value of sincerity and perseverance, stay committed to our cause, and stay relevant with times by bringing in new blood into the Hokkien Kuan, the Kuan will continue to play a vital role in nation building. Hokkien Lang 最顶梁
Marking a new era and new beginning, the 175-year-old Singapore Hokkien Kuan is all set to forge ahead with much fortitude. Together in tandem, let us forge ahead. Singapore Hokkien Kuan.